is Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. 32-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Blue 60. Tonight.
Throwing is Stafford. That's to the tight end, Kobe Parkinson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
22. Set. 20 hot.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. 14, Rams 7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Zero. Set.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
53. Ready.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Yellow lady!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
The Rams will line up.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Rams 15.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
29. Rams.
A QB sneak on the two-point try. That's something you usually do when the ball's about 3 inches away from the goal line, but here they get it from 2 yards out.
Yeah, that's a lot of confidence, isn't it? And your offensive line, especially the guys in the interior, the center, and the 2 guards, to wedge some space for a quarterback to get there from 2 yards out. I'm with you. Normally, it's really short yardage. That one, that was a gutsy play.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. And they're on 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to McCool. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Byron Young there on the stop.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Hey, 22, set! 250! Tonight!
To throw is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
Set! Lady! Omaha! Ready, move! Middle, middle, middle!
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Drill right, 22! Set! 280!
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Project S, this ain't what you want.
Here's 1st and goal.
We go set! Ready, hot!
Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Stafford now to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Set!
One last throw here for Stafford. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the